Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game that we're making! When we last left off, we wound up acquiring a thief, and by that I mean we wound up making a thief that we can put inside our bag and trade it with a cop to receive one or more of these various items. So, a couple of things I need to do here is, first things first, set up how much these things are worth. So let's start with a level up. A level up would be pretty dang nice to have. Our characters start out at level 5, so they need enough experience points to gain one additional level from level 5. For that, I have ourselves an experience chart. So let's see here. At level 5, I know the text is a little small, but in order to fit all this, I basically had to make it small. So at level 5, they're already at 80 experience, and they need 49 more in order to gain a level. So that is going to be how much it's worth. Or we could make it an even 50. Yeah, let's make it an even 50. So this is worth 50 experience points. Now, as for the other items, we wanted to kind of balance things out, because if you're choosing one of these buff items as opposed to a level up, they gotta be worth a little bit more than what you're getting out of a level up, sort of. But by that I mean, Monkey C's getting 5 strength per level. So if we're only getting strength items, gotta be more than a level up's worth of strength. So, but there's gonna be 5 of them. Receiving 5 items means, how do I want to balance this? I don't want to increase the strength too much, so if there's 5 of them and there's increased 2 points each, that'd be 10 points of attack. Or we could change it to 3 and be 12 points of attack altogether from those attack buff items, which would be 6 extra points of damage. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll set these to 3. 3 each. Might be worth it to go with that over a level up in that case. So 3, 3, 3, 3, and for the status resistance up, it's gonna be 1,000. That's an extra 10% resistance to status effects. That would be pretty good. Oh, Desergling is asking about the level up situation on the experience chart after you reach a certain level there. Yeah, interesting thing about RPG Maker, once you reach level 22, every single level requires the same amount of experience, 32,768. I'm not entirely sure why that's the situation. Maybe that's like the largest they could store of a level, something like that. Like maybe that's the biggest number of a byte, or maybe a kilobyte. Not entirely sure, but that is my assumption. That is the biggest number that they could store in some amount of data. Any number bigger would have taken more memory. That is my guess, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. It's logical at the very least. Okay, so we got all these rewards for the cop. How about we also take care of the situation with inside the shop? We got this sweepstakes guy who will randomly call you and give you a big ol' item. And I happen to know what the item is going to be because I already planned it out. Go me! Congratulations. Let me make sure I spelled that right. Congratulations. Is it congratulations? It's congratulations. Spelling is important, just so you all know. Congratulations. Here is your prize. And we'll get that sound effect, which is 28. Yeah. 28, message 2. Got the... Okay, where is this in my notes? Trade shop would be useful. Oh, you know, I never actually explained why you'd even want a trade shop. Basically, the trade shop would be useful if you, like, wound up getting stuff like pelts and claws and bones for monsters. Bartering system, basically. Okay, got the imitation. Magic. Golden. Got the imitation magic golden helmet. And let's go ahead and create this special kind of equipment. It's gonna be the one and only helmet in the game, so it is pretty special. Don't want to drop it or sell it. And it'll probably give you an extra... Let's see, that would be 10... Yeah, 10 less damage received if the guard is 20. That sounds... reasonable, yeah. Anybody can equip it, and let's go ahead and name it. Imitation Magic Golden Helmet. Character limits. Okay, so inventory. Oop, hold on a sec. I forgot about that free experience thing. Leave that alone. Okay. Thanks for laying by. And we're going to go ahead and have a little bit of an effect here. We're going to go with where was the beam? Light? Was it light? Yeah, that's it. We're going to have a light play. He's going to kind of disappear in the light. And the light's going to have the sound effect of that. And we're going to add a condition here where we don't yet have the imitation magic golden helmet. Once we have that, he'll stay gone. Let's actually, here's what I'm gonna do something else. I'm going to remove this message. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Well, continued deletion, apparently. Continued onward with the deletion. Doesn't that figure? Okay, so what I wanted to do here, the reason why I separated these two messages, is so that I can also have a spotlight effect. That's regular light. Spotlight. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this is all that work. I don't think I've triggered him yet on this test play. Nope. In fact, I'm also going to want to do something else before moving on here. But first, let's go ahead and get that. So we got that triggered. There's a couple things I want to do here. First, back into the shop. Want us to kind of walk into the shop when we come into it. Intro event. Move party up one space. Also, I want to have a sound effect tied to Jenny's door here, because that's kind of important. There. So ignoring that part. Oh, I need to make it so I have to talk to him and not bump into him. I also have that wrong. I have it on a player instead of him. So let's go ahead and fix this up. So first things first, check. Second, have it be on the event. I never actually showed this list now that I think about it. You can have it like appear randomly on the screen somewhere. You can have it appear at the top, which is kind of pointless because now you can't see it. Would make a little more sense if it's like that. Could also like have it randomly at the bottom. Someone shooting laser beams from space or something. But we want it on the event point, meaning this guy. While I'm here, there's a couple other things I want to do. I want to go ahead and add a treasure chest here. Which object is it? I thought I wrote that down, but maybe I didn't. Oh well, it won't take too long to find. Just want to add a crate. Almost there. There it is. I'll add a crate here, so that we don't necessarily have to talk to this guy from the side and that sort of thing. And then we can just have the shop be like here. And while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and have the equipment for sale. So we got regular stick. He also sells a fire stick. And shield, I think, is the last thing. Yeah, shield. And I also want to be a little bit tricksy here. I don't want to be able to sell the thief to him, so in the circumstance that the player happens to have the thief, it's going to be basically the same thing, but removing the thief from the bag so that the thief can't be sold, and then after shopping is done, add the thief back. Okay, what else do I want to do? We're just about done building this town here. Which means I want to take a look at the time. I have a few minutes left. Are we almost done with this town? Well, there is one other thing I still have to do. We still need a message for this guy after we've gotten the key from him, the cursed key. Now, there was a message earlier Sir Rosser suggested, but any other suggestions? For example, Dead Zergling. Do you have a message for this guy to say when we talk to him? Just a whatever sort of message. Any ideas? I am open to suggestions there. And aside from that, I think this guy is actually the last thing I need to do in this town before we move on from here. So let me double check here. Actually, there is a couple other things. I just remembered. Lantis made a suggestion in regards to the door situation where we have to have the guy face around. So let me hurry up and do that real quick. So he suggested actually placing an event right here that takes us out. Like so. And also place some sort of object there so that we can only come across it from the wand direction. What could she just happen to have there? Maybe a vase, tree stump, a clock, shoe. Go with a shoe. She only has one. Maybe someday she'll buy the other at the store, but she could only afford one at the time. And then on the intro event, move party down one so that they'll step away from this space. And we have a suggestion for the message. Dead Zergling has suggested this as the message. I was looking and it turns out it is blue. Actually, this message would make a lot of sense considering this guy was kind of disappeared until we flipped the switch and brought him back. He's been gone so long. Maybe the sky used to be a different color or something, or he just plain forgot. And with that, though... Hold on, actually I don't have more... I looked at the clock wrong. I actually have another 10 minutes before I have to end this. Which means I can actually go ahead and test this all out. Make sure everything is all hunky-dory. We will confirm ourselves that we are completely done with this town. So let's go ahead and talk with him real quick. I was looking at the sky and it turns out it is blue. Indeed. I'll probably have him like face downward. You have a thief. I don't know what I will necessarily grab from this. Everything seems to be working. Go over here, and this guy is in fact selling a whole bunch of stuff. We don't have any money, but that is easily solved by taking this secret path that I made and acquiring this treasure. Got money, which gives us 2,000 coins, which would allow us to afford all sorts of stuff. By the way, in case you're wondering why I have the thief and all these items for trade so expensive, is so that you can't use, say, the imitation magic golden helmet to trade for this stuff instead. It's too expensive to do that. Only the thief is pricey enough to trade for all of that. And speaking of the thief, the thief is in fact out of our inventory while we're selling, and then back in our inventory once we're done with the shopping and that sort of thing. Too dusty in there. Let's get some random messages. Did you know? Knights were more common in the Dark Ages. Did you know? Snakes can help predict earthquakes. Did you know? Yes, I already knew that one. So the randomness is working there. There's the other shoe, because for fun. Walk outside the door. Let's see how this works in here. Something messed up here. I'm not entirely sure what. Why is this starting again? Why would that be starting up again? It's because we've answered the phone, isn't it? Yeah, it's because we've answered the phone. Simple as that. Because this here is the phone answering switch, and once that got turned on, this page could no longer activate. So this is a simple fix. All we have to do is that. Step up, it takes us out. Step down, and we're already stepping away from the hole in the wall. And then we need a sound effect here. In fact, we have a sound effect. We don't have any coins, but I'll test this out again anyway. Welcome to my inn. Don't have enough coins, come back when you do. Can't do anything else with the phone. Just to cover my bases. I don't see why this would affect anything, but I'll go ahead and talk to this guy. Get the prize again. And this should still be not doing anything else now that we're here. Yep. So with that, I actually think that, yeah, we are done with the town. And in fact, now that we no longer have the key, this is no longer making us disappear as intended. Yep, the only thing I can think to do here is to have this guy face back down after we're done talking to him. So, face back down, please. I think that's it. Unless for funsies, I made the door disappear whenever I flipped the switch. Do I want to do that though, or do I just want to move on? That is certainly the question. Nah, I don't feel like doing that. The only thing I'll really do here is rename the key. And that'll be it. So, we have officially, unless I decide to do fancy pants with that door, finished with the town of Butter. Hooray! Which means next time in the next stream, on Monday, we can move back on to the Inferno Cave and do a little bit of eventing there, as well as get ourselves some monsters to fight. I already have the monsters created, just they need to give them stats and some attacks, get some experience and money from them. Oh boy, looking forward to that. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Also, I need to add Dead Zergling's name to my list here.